Equity investors are moving away from the export business. Why is it so? Hello everyone, my name is Dakshan and let's talk about today's share market updates. First update is coming as after 9 months, Indian housing market have rose up or waking up, due to which we can try to invest our money in the housing market only. But why is it happening? It is happening because stabilizing of interest rate as making people to invest more and more in the market. And secondly, it is due to the festive season. Due to festive season, the developers are managing and trying to develop more and more developments and asking for the interest. According to managing director of NX Advisories, it will remain modest. Means in the quarter fourth, it will not go as much higher as we want. But yeah, it's a best time to invest as till quarter 3 of 2025, the prices and the market of housing have dropped by 9%. So for us as a retail investor, it's a best time to invest our money in the real estate or make a bucket list of those investment firms in which we can invest and make and multiply our money. Second update is coming from BSNL. BSNL is trying to multiply or upgrade its development by moving from 4G to 5G. Union Telecom Minister in the fourth conference of Kautilya Economic Conference, in which he said BSNL is planning to upgrade itself in 6 to 8 months. Why is it happening? Because catching up with the competition as other networks are booming. In India, multiple networks are running with most updatable and upgradable developments and technologies right now. In support of it, BSNL is also trying to upgrade itself to promote Make in India and helping people to make trust in the government agencies also. What is in it for us? As BSNL is not having a public initial offering, so we can invest in the supporting companies which are in support of BSNL to develop more and more, as multiple companies are. First, TCS. TCS is a giant which is responsible to deploy network. And secondly, Tejas, which is a subsidiary company of Tata Groups, which helps in the radio access network supply. The BSNL's development and upgradation will directly affect the market cap of TCS and Tejas. Moving forward towards the infrastructure companies which are supporting BSNL, first is Indus Tower and secondly the Sterlite Tech, similar to HFCL for optical fiber and network solutions. Now why the equity investors are moving away from the export sector? Because of the strengthening of Rupee over USD, which is happening due to the foreign investment. And secondly, the tangible economic slowdown, which is happening and making people insecure to invest their money into the market. As economy is getting slowed down because of high interest rates and energy prices and geopolitics, which is a major issue and which creates a major impact into the markets. Now, our portfolio can either be weighted with either IT, textile and chemicals, or we can move towards the banking, infrastructure and the housing sectors. Both will be giving a good interest and the investment. The bucket list should be of yours with your choices and your research. Fourthly, ECL norms will be having a higher and bigger impact on the banks which have the unsecured loans in the market. First of all, we have to understand what is ECL. ECL is expected credit loss, which is calculated by any bank before giving loan to any organization or any person. Instead of waiting for loans actually gone bad, the organization and the bank has to calculate the expected credit losses as to predict and provide a future loss. It creates a major impact on the bank large portfolio of unsecured loans. Why is it happening? Because these loans have no collaterals As if a bank give a housing loan to any organization or any person, it will be easier for a bank to seize the house if the loan is not repaid. But in case of personal loans, what is there to seize? This creates a major issue in the banking sector, and due to which RBI have raised ECL norms. What is in it for a retail investor? Retail investor must view the unsecured loans listed by the bank in which they have invested. The book of unsecured loans must be read by every investor of their respective banks, which will make easier them to make decision for future to either stay in the investment or exit their position. Lastly, let's talk about artificial intelligence, which is creating an impact into the Indian banking. Indian banks are getting adapted with the AI frameworks which have been introduced in last some years, which will be helping the banking sector to move and perform better and better in the coming years or decades. It's the best time to invest in the banking sector. The banks which are adapting the AI and artificial intelligence frameworks will surely be booming up with respect to the banks which are not investing their money and manpower into the artificial intelligence. With this, let's end up this video. I will request you to kindly share this with your fellow investors, which will help them to make decisions more optimal and effective. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.